I'm Michael, leader of Toy Habits and defender of toy news. This is the Toy Sorceress, my fearless friend. Fabulous secrets were revealed to us the day we covered our MOTU Origins Filmation wish list today on Toy Habits Live.
And before we go live, smash that like button, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss a beat.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Toy Habits. I'm Michael.
And I'm the Toy Sorceress, and you're watching Toy Habits Live. How you doing, Michael?
I am good. I am so happy the work week is over. It was super stressful, but today was actually good. Built a weight machine, one of those, just little
nice.
home gyms in the garage, and actually got it finished. So it's been good.
Fantastic.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I was just running around doing so many things today, and here I am. So it's been a busy weekend.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, you've been all over the place. You were visiting somewhere really cool yesterday.
Oh yeah. I went to this Relics Valley Relics Museum, and it's got like all these like cool, I guess if you want to call it AKA artifacts of like the 60s, 70s, 80s, and so on, like old signs from like restaurants and stores and all sorts of stuff, and then a bunch of really cool like pop culture toys, lunch boxes, BMX bikes. They had like Manny Moe and Jack, like the sculptor and Bob and all sorts of cool stuff. But it was a really cool place. And it was in an old airplane hangar. So that was a lot of fun to see. And I'm like, a lot of things on display actually, in terms of like the old pop culture stuff. I'm like, I have that, but mine's in better condition. I'm like, I can open up my own like little toy museum.
Oh, you totally could. You have right? Yeah. It's like anyone who asks if we have any action figure, the Toy Sorceress will just work her magic and pull it out of her shelf.
A rabbit's hat. Yeah. It's funny, like what's surrounding me on the floor right now, but
yeah.
I got a little McDonald Land place that's still on the ground right next to where I'm sitting. So I had to kind of tinker around to get over here. I don't have anywhere to put it yet.
Yeah. All right, so we are coming to you the day before Memorial Day, which is declared a national holiday through Congress in 1971 and honors all military members who have died while serving in the U.S. forces. So we just wanted to say thank you for those who have given your life to this world and our great country. And yes, Robert, happy Memorial Day weekend. So I actually visited the cemetery. This is the cemetery from in Normandy. So I got a chance to see that in 2018, I believe. So yeah, we did a lot of D-Day and Veterans Day stuff back in 2018.
Yeah. Oh, happy Memorial Day to everyone. Thank you for all who have served or are currently serving and keeping us all safe.
Totally. And yes, before we dive in, we want to give our shout out to our Toy Habits crew who support the channel at various levels. If you want to give your support to the channel, just click that join button on your desktop. But I also wanted to give a shout out to one of our crew members, Masters of the Mini Comics, who is a Toy Habits crew member. And he recently put out an amazing video it's basically a DC Thundercats He-Man crossover story, volume 3, called Swords and Sorrows, and just wanted to take a gander at that real quick because it's really awesome, like what he does. Yeah. He really brings these to life. Can you hear the audio on?
That's very cool.
It's amazing what he does. But yeah, he also has a YouTube channel and an Instagram channel, so make sure to go over and subscribe to his channel. So yeah, before we dive in, you want to say hello to the chat? Oops, did we
again, it looks like I'm popping off a little. Am I here?
Oh, there you are. You're back.
Yeah, so I was gonna say I was on vacay last weekend celebrating my wedding anniversary, and you had super busy family Mother's Day weekend stuff the weekend before, so it's been a couple of weeks since we've been on live together. So I miss everybody. It's great to be back with my partner, Michael. He's one incredible person, and thank you so much for holding down the fort last weekend. You guys had a great stream. I was able to just pop on the last 5 minutes and say hello, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you. And happy, I guess Father's Day is coming up next month, and happy Mother's Day to Mom. I don't need to say. All right, so let's dive in and say hi to the chat. We got Frank Pryor, a crew member here. Bash Studios is in the house. Robert Alessandrini, another crew member, is here. Royal Duck Rescue is in the house. Payne's Toy Samples, another one of our crew members, is here. Damian Ristori is in the house. Dave Chanelli, Helder Santos is here. Daniel Hearn, another one of our great crew members, is here. Joe Coleman, another one of our wonderful crew members, and so much fun in our Discord. Hi, Joe. How you doing? I know he couldn't wait for today's show. I already said hi to Damien. Oh, we've got Kelvin Foster also in the house. Cute Cult is here. Sunny Shine is in the house. Allison Troy, our bestowed wonderful crew member, is in the house. Greetings all. We got Cora. We got King Panther is here. Brennan Barnes, another one of our crew members, is in the house. Big hello to Toy Connections. Ken, how are you doing? I've been chatting with Ken lately. Hope you're doing well today, Ken, big friend of the show. We also got Studio Henge Kenton, another crew member. Alex Valdez is here. Silver K, how are you doing? Oh, we're going to have fun because Silver K is in the house. And she's
yes,
always
we are.
We got All Music Fan 88 here. Fright Zone. Neil Hill is in the house. And oh, Mr. Home Arcade is here as well, another crew member. Cobweb Collector is here. Plastic Snot Goblin is also in the house. We got Aaron Nichols, and I think we got a couple more. I almost caught up. Jurgen Zimmer is also in the house. Jason Glover is here. Boo Cat is here. I think we got Private Grayskull also in the house, another great friend of the channel and crew member as well. Speaking Moistly is in the house, and every time I read off your name, I always can't help but crack up. And did I already get Neil Hunter Hyde, Paul Galanio, and I think that's we gotta say hi to Oz. Oz, yes, from Ostradamus Toys. How are you doing, my friend? Another friend of the channel is also in the house. I think I got everybody. Did I get Color O'Connor? And also Fran Captain America. Hi, everyone. And Royal Duck Rescue. All right. I think we got everybody geek the F out. So that's a good one to end on. Hi to everyone in the chat. We want to make sure to say hi to everybody because it's been a couple weeks since we've been together. And we're doing a special show today. As you can tell, our opening was a little different. And that was a beautiful homage to our favorite cartoon series by Filmation, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Now, wasn't that fun, Michael, to open that way? And my sound really for some has been a little odd, and I can't hear the opening sequences, so I hope it sounded cool, and I'll watch it on the replay.
Yeah, so we have a very special show today, and it actually really kicked off with these leaks that we got that we're going to be getting Filmation characters coming in waves 16 and 17 of the Masters of the Universe Origins line. So yeah, apparently we're rumored to be getting another version of He-Man, which I hope is a much better face than the previous version, Man-at-Arms, and then Skeletor and Beastman.
Exactly. I do hope they do resculpt that because that one looks like he's eating something kind of sour. He's got a pucker on his lips.
Yeah, he looks like Derek Zoolander. So
exactly. He's a little Zoolander-ish. So we have a wonderful guesstimate, obviously, as to what these figures will look like because, as you all know, Super 7 did create the 5.5 inch scale vintage line just prior to Origins coming out, and I think it was like 2018 and 19 with their vintage style Master of the Universe figures. They had the same type of articulation as the vintage figures, obviously without the leg bands, but they had the other type of leg joints, but they only had the 5 POA. And they're great because I actually own most of those. I love these figures. I love that they were Filmation inspired. The only thing I didn't love about them, Michael, is that super high gloss. Because, like, I mean, you can see it on Beastman right there. He's a shining real strong.
He's a shiny boy.
He is. But they're really cool because they even got like little accessories that came from the actual episodes of the show. So it's exciting to hear that Origins is going down this road.
Yeah, and it'd be really interesting to see what they do with this, because like I don't want a repeat of these Filmation figures that were released by Super 7. So I'm hopefully they're going to be different. And I'm guessing we have some of the references from the cartoon. So I know that a lot of these the colors that came out in the vintage line originally really didn't match up with the colors that they had in the actual figures. And so that's where I'm hoping that we're going to see some differences in the color and maybe just in some of the armor and things like that.
Mm-hmm. And Bash Studio asks a good question off the bat. Do you think we'll get a blue Hordec with the Filmation figs at retail? And I think so. I mean, that could be a good possibility. They did do it for the the PowerCon 4 pack, but they could always do a kind of simpler sculpt to make them look more animation style and then re-release them on a single card for retail. What do you think, Michael?
I think so too. And that Hordec is really, really expensive because it was from that that PowerCon set. And so I think what they could do with it is just forget forgo the special attachments that they had with that figure and just kind of give him regular attachments or even none, and just pack them as a regular figure. I think that's definitely a possibility because molds already made. They just have to fire up the factory and just make some more.
Exactly. And I think they can get these out fairly quickly. And this is another way of Mattel stretching out the life of this line. They've been going deep with all sorts of very deep cuts of the Snake Man. Now we're getting Lady Slither and all of these other new figures. I think now branching out to the Filmation style is yet another way for them to extend the line. And I think it's going to excite people again. And also it's another way to refresh all of these main characters that we had before. It's just like what they did with MOTU Classics and then doing Club Grayskull. They reintroduced all of the main characters back in the line, but with a different aesthetic, which I think is wonderful. I love the Filmation cartoon, so this is super exciting.
I do too. Just want to give a huge shout out to Canaldos Bros Mineros, who is apparently watching the stream from Brazil. And we actually are planning to do a combined live stream with Canaldos Bros Mineros on their channel in the month of June. So we're trying to settle on a date. They have actually secured a translator because we don't speak Portuguese and they don't speak English. So this will be a really amazing time for us to come together.
I'm going to just say hello.
Yeah, go for it.
No, I was going to try and say hello, but all I can say it is in Spanish, but maybe they'll understand. Hola, amigos. Gracias por estar acá y mirando este live stream. Son muy buen amigos de Toy Habits. So do my best. It's just a little bit of, hopefully they understood it.
Yes. Big shout out to to Brendu. Hope you're doing well, my friend, and we will see you soon. But yeah, we have a really fun show for you. And so what the Toy Sorceress and I did, like we always do with these things, are we try and speculate or just have fun with these leaks. And so what we've put together is our kind of top 10 list of figures that we would love to see if MOTU Origins really went deep in the Filmation line. And so our we're alternating Toy Sorceress, my pick, Toy Sorceress, my pick. So we'll do it like that, kind of like a tennis match. Do you want to kick it off with your first pick?
Yeah, can you pop that on the screen real quick, because I had to reset my computer and I lost my copy, my other window of my slideshow.
Yes, of course.
I had a small technical difficulty. Okay, so this is my favorite pick, actually. So you did great putting this one first. Prince Adam and Cringer 2-pack. I mean, quintessential Filmation, how the show opens up, and what a great way to kick off a fresh wave than with a Cringer and Prince Adam 2-pack. This would be incredible. We don't have Cringer in the Origins line. I just barely acquired this Cringer for Classics, and I always have him posed next to my Club Grayskull Prince Adam. He's like kneeling down next to Cringer. So I thought this was going to be a fantastic first pick for the Filmation series.
I think so too, and it's actually a figure that would be really easy for them to make. And I think if you tweak the head sculpt a little bit and add that that soft goods vest, I think that would be perfect, and keep it in that pink color.
Oh, I love the pink color. I actually have 2 versions of this Super 7 figure. It's one of my favorites. I have it on card, and I do have him actually sitting on my desk right next to me here. Super cute figure, and I would just love to have Cringer, and I would love it if they made Cringer in a smaller scale, as he should be, and not just a repaint of, you know, the Battle Cat that we already have. And he doesn't have to be super articulated. You know, maybe it doesn't have to be a statue like the one was for Classics, but, you know, articulate the head and just maybe like a 5 POA. I'd be happy with that. And do a cute 2-pack with all sorts of like really nice animated art on it. That would be incredible.
That would be awesome. Like, yeah, they are doing all of these 2-packs and 3-packs and 4-packs. And yeah, if we can get a Prince Adam and Cringer, that would be awesome. And yes, definitely agree with Cora that we need a proper Cringer with or without Prince Adam. I guess we already have.
Yeah, I know.
That,
but you know, I wasn't a huge fan of the way they the first one, so they could redo him, put the pink vest on. Yeah, new head.
Geek the F out. Love the pink. Purple pants are nice lilac too. Yes, definitely digging the colors for Prince Adam, and they definitely need to. I think what's tantamount for this line, if they actually do this, is they actually really need to nail the colors on this one. So I know the Origins line, they do mess around with some of the colors, and they're not quite right. Some of them are too bright, some of them are too dark, but they really have to get this one right.
Yeah, I think it'd be great if they're able to articulate Cringer, of course. I'm just saying that. So whatever it takes to get a Cringer. And if they need to cut some corners, take some articulation out. But if he could put his little paws over his face, that would be so cute.
Oh, that would be cute. That'd be adorable. Yeah. And I guess what about the card backs for these ones? Should they be different, or should they be as kind of more of a standard Masters of the Universe card back like we have in Origins?
I don't mind if they're the same kind of card back, but they should add either a cool Filmation sticker on the front, or maybe a little animated illustration to the front of the card back, like next to the name. And then the back should really be an animated piece of art rather than the more artistic type of artwork on there. I think that would look super cool, just to kind of differentiate just a little bit, you know?
Yes. All right. Are we ready to move on to the next one?
Yeah, we're just going to say hello to Thanos Copter, who tuned in late. Go for it, Michael.
No worries.
What's your first
pick? Happy to have you, Thanos Copter. All right. So my picks are going to be a little bit different than the Toy Sorceress. So I'm going really deep in the Filmation line, and I would really love to see a character called Evil Seed. So in the Filmation series, he was a giant plant-like creature, and he basically had the ability to control like these alien vines, and he really believed that plants should rule Eternia, which really doesn't make sense. But I was like, how the heck does that work? But I would love a figure like this. And you know, I thought the Super 7 version did a good job at capturing his likeness, but the head sculpt really didn't do it for me. I really want more of that you know, more of those like darker green colors on there. And I'm actually it looks like he just has a plant sitting on his head. And so I would like the plant more integrated into his melon.
It reminds me of like God, I can't even think right now. Not broccoli, but Brussels sprouts or something. Like half of Brussels sprouts, but kind of like he's wearing it as a hat.
Thank you, Robert. Yes, I do believe my pick is also great. So thank you.
I like this one. This was a wonderful pick. I do remember that was one of the first episodes I rewatched when I was getting back into the cartoon a few years back during the pandemic. and it totally sticks in my mind. You know, Skeletor freaking out with all the vines growing on him, and then he finally subsides and lets his minions help him out. But
Yeah.
Evil Seed's a great character. I really like
Yeah,
that one.
that was a good episode, and this is actually an episode
Mhm.
where He-Man and Skeletor had no choice but to team up and work together in order to defeat him. So this
Yes,
is kind of the rare occasions where they do that.
exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Asparagus. That's what I was looking for. It's an asparagus tip. Perfect. I love that, Dave. Now I'm
Yeah,
never
we
going to
got
look at asparagus the same again.
I know, right? Asparagus, Allison, old artichoke head, speaking moistly, looks like a Martian. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and I'm definitely not a fan of
Yeah,
vegetables, and
evil.
so, but I would really love, a version of this character. And I'm trying to think, like, could they do this like a Shadow Weaver type of figure where it's kind
Yeah,
of that, kind of how they did the body in
yeah.
the Super 7 vintage line, with some head articulation on a ball joint,
Mhm.
and or just give him like a soft goods cloak where he can have his arms articulated and things like that. I think that'd
I
be
think a
good.
soft goods cloak would be great because then he could have maybe like a thinner body. And actually, you can maybe see whatever it is, the
Yeah,
plant that lives beneath. That would be kind of cool.
let's take a look under the hood.
Exactly.
Interesting. But yeah, I would love an Evil Seed character. So let's see. We got a Geek the F Out, VeggieTales, and a MOTU crossover. Yeah, we could totally go down that road. And like Evil Seed would be the ruler of the VeggieTales and MOTU clan. So
I would love to see that. Oh my
all right.
god.
Next up on your list is, we'll flash this one up.
Merman. So the Filmation animated style Merman is, one of my favorite baddies. I just happen to have the Motu Classics one next to me, but I do own this Merman. It was the first Super 7 5.5-inch baddie figure that I purchased after getting He-Man because I just love Merman in the Filmation cartoon. And not only they give him his, typical corncob sword, but he also got the Crimson Pearl spear that he has there, or the spear of Bakul, that he used in a particular episode. So again, here we have Super 7 taking a super deep cut and giving us an accessory that is very specific to Merman. And I just always loved this head sculpt of him, and like, the way his like eyes are like wide open and his little mouth is wide open, and he's got like that kind of more flared, I guess if you want to call those ears. But he always looked really cute in his Filmation style, and I really loved the blue color that he was in the cartoon. And sometimes he looked
Mhm.
blue, and sometimes he looked a little more teal. But I really love the way he appeared in Filmation, so that's why I picked this one.
Yeah, I think the one thing that Super 7 did a fantastic job on was, I think actually there's two things: capturing the likeness and capturing that kind of that blue color that he has.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did a wonderful job with this figure, and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite Super 7 figures that I have. So that's why he was my second pick.
Yes, I also love just the expression on the face too. So I think it's like
Mm-hmm.
he has that expression constantly
Yeah.
in the Filmation series when he's not talking, and so it's like having that
Mm-hmm.
open mouth and those big wide
Yep.
eyes. And yeah, I don't know if those are like gills attached to his ears or some, like, where the heck are his
Exactly.
gills?
Yeah, I don't really know, but after buying this figure, I think I went like deep into all the Super 7 5.5-inch figures. I
Yeah, it's
started
funny.
ordering
I
them.
had all of these and sold them, and I'm like, I'm crying now because I want them back, and now they're too expensive for me to get them back. It was
Oh
one
my
of those, like,
god,
I
yeah.
bought them all, photographed them, and then sold them, and I was like, oh.
Oh no. I love these figures. I don't have them on display just because I've got so many Origins figures, but I absolutely love these, and this was a great line. So if we get something like this, highly articulated, obviously in Origins style, I would just be super ecstatic. So
Yes,
Mattel, get
I
on it.
would too. Yes.
So
All
what's
right.
your next pick? Your second pick, Michael?
Before we jump into that, just want to welcome Danny Valle or Valle. apologies for butchering your name. I don't know how to pronounce it. So if you can phonetically sound it out in the chat, that would be awesome. But Danny is great. He actually sends us a lot of communication through Instagram and also gives us a heads up on things that we are not aware about. So thank you so much, Danny.
Thank you, and welcome, Danny.
So
fantastic.
All right.
Welcome to the group, Danny. Welcome to the team.
Yes. Hello, Danny. Very, very happy to be that you are part of the crew, my friend. So
Part of our
very
crew.
excited about that.
That's awesome.
All right. All right. So my next pick is another deep cut, and I could totally see this as a Mattel Creations figure, and it is Count Marzo. And so in the 80s Filmation cartoon, he was only in 3 episodes, and he had a sidekick called Chimera who could teleport anywhere he desired. And he was a devious nobleman with a twisted mind. So Count Marzo was 1,000 years old and believed that it was his birthright to conquer Eternia. It's kind of like Evil Seed, right? They have everybody wants to conquer Eternia.
Michael did all the deep cuts and I did like the cute obvious ones, but I am. This is a really great choice though. And I love, we were doing research on this and came across these custom figures. They look great, in the animated style. Different than what they did with Super 7 or the MOTU Classics version, right?
Yes.
So this looks great. Yeah, he would be incredible.
Yeah, the MOTU Classics version paid homage to his appearance in the MYP series, but this particular figure would be amazing, kind of just how it is. We have a custom as a stand-in, and also I came across a digital render that Eternal Customs does. Fantastic work. Nice. Eternal Customs has a Facebook page, but it would be amazing, kind of like akin to what they did with Koldar. Doing Count Marzo like this, in that his yellow, I really don't know what to call his outfit. It looks like a kind of a cross between like a sorcerer and a court jester. I don't know.
It's whatever they wore, like those medieval blouses or whatever.
But I think the custom, just used more of a standard that 5 points of articulation buck to it. But it would be so interesting to see what they would do if this was a Mattel Creations figure. Will they do like a soft goods cape on him? I love that. And some of that, want to see some of those poofy shoulders coming out in more detail in that outfit that he has.
Yeah, no, that would be really, really cool. And give it the little accents in between each of the puffs. That would look fantastic.
Damien, what up across the pond? I think Damien is from the UK. Count Marzo versus King Miro 2-pack. I'd be for. He was the original enemy. If you follow the old comics, yes, that would be amazing. And spoiler alert to another one of my picks, my friend.
Yes, it is. Exactly. Yeah, this is a great pick, Michael.
Yes, let me see if there's any other comments in the chat about this one. Getting a lot of love for Count Marzo, definitely. Giraffe, yellow poofy goodness is what this outfit is called. Yes, it totally. Giraffe is freaking hilarious. So
Oh my god, I know. I love Giraffe. Like big crack up in the Discord always. So always keeps things hilarious.
Mr. Neil did not care for Filmation. Actually, the 2000X version, or the one that they did in Classics, was a more badass version of Count Marzo. And that one would be very cool to have, but again, like he did appear like this in the Filmation series, so we have to have him like this.
Yeah, so definitely looking for the animated style of all of these figures, right?
Yes, and then Miss Allison Troy, they could reuse the puffy sleeves for the Filmation King Randor. She is absolutely correct and always keeps us on our toes with the tooling and also the trademark renewals too, which one of the figures that is on my list suffered from losing. Yes, Damien, it's from across the pond. All right.
Awesome.
All right. So, all right, so we got one of your picks up next, and this is a great one.
Oh yeah, so Fisto, again, another one of my favorite characters. I always love Fisto in the Filmation cartoon. I do also have, that is my Club Grayskull Fisto there, and to see him in that kind of more simplistic animated style for the Origins line would be fantastic. So I just really love like the kind of bright purple with the silver, accents on his chest armor and a big giant fist. And the way they did it on the Club Grayskull figure was great. And then I know you have that the kind of custom version over there in the corner, he found, and he would just be such a fun pick for them to do this in Filmation style. So
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I think what also some of the Origins figures and the vintage figures suffer from are just the face sculpts are a little bit off, and so I would really love them to kind of do a Fisto face sculpt correctly.
Yes, exactly. That's one thing I really love about this Club Grayskull version is his face sculpt, how they did his beard. I just think it looks really cute. So
Cobweb collector love Fisto from a distance. What is it, like beer goggles?
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking moistly, Fisto definitely had a great redemption arc in the Filmation series. So yeah, I mean they make great figures, but also the stories are neat in the Filmation series too.
Yeah. He was always fun to watch in the show. So yes. I loved him.
Yeah, I would love to keep that huge like oversized fist too, right?
Oh, I know that's why like they did a really good job with this one, because his fist is like kind of more it's shorter, but it's like got a much thicker, heftier like weight to it, so it looks kind of a little ridiculous, which is what the animated style is supposed to look like, because in the cartoon his fist was huge. So yeah,
definitely. Vac metal or no vac metal on a fist for this one?
For the animated Filmation version, I actually would not mind if it wasn't vac metal, because this has like that kind of matte look to it. So the Filmation figure should be more of a matte animated finish, in my opinion.
I agree. I agree, my lady.
Very cool. So let's see what your third pick is. I'm sure it's another really deep cut.
Yes, it is a deep cut. Let's see. So we're batting 0 for Neil on these ones.
Oh, sorry, Neil.
That's all good. All right. Last comment before I move on. Fisto reminds me of the big security guards from The Running Man. Yes. All good. Funny. So yes, this was so my next pick, and it's another deep cut, and it is in fact King Miro. So King Miro was King Randor's father and Prince Adam's grandfather. So it'd actually be super interesting to kind of get that lineage in the line. And funny, he appeared in the Filmation He-Man series, and he also appeared in the She-Ra Princess of Power Filmation series when he learned of his granddaughter Adora's appearance. Yes.
So yeah, Michael, actually your King Miro pick would be the perfect figure to introduce some Filmation She-Ra characters into the Origins line as well, right? Because he has
I would love that. They definitely, I think Allison Troy has said this quite a few times, like, we have the 40th anniversary of She-Ra coming. We definitely need some of these She-Ra characters to build out the line, because you can't just have She-Ra just fighting off the Horde. It's like the Origins line.
Some help. Where's the rest of the rebellion?
I know, right?
Bo. Come on. At least.
But yes, it definitely does like King Miro got scalped. But yeah, this custom is from somebody who designed the figure from a MOTU Classics book. But just looking at the Filmation cartoon, again, it would be really easy for Mattel to make this figure. It's new head. I would give him a soft goods cloak. Come on. Or a soft goods outfit.
Yeah, I know. That's one thing, like when they did King Randor for the Origins line, they gave him a plastic cape, and I was a little disappointed. And I instantly replaced his cape with one of the Cape Master capes that Cape Master made for Darkseid, and it was actually the Superpowers Darkseid. It was actually the perfect scale, and it looks beautifully on King Randor. So go with soft goods if you can, Mattel.
Totally. Yes, Cora, let's complete that royal family. And that reminds us too, like we
Mhm.
still need Queen Marlena in the line as well.
She is always on the back burner. I don't know why that is. Like, like they do King Randor and all these iterations, and it's like, where's his queen? We need Queen Marlena.
Yes. Give me some Filmation. Yep, that is what we're talking about today. Speaking moistly looks like Dr. Zaius, which I'm not familiar with, but Giraffe with the pointing out that Miro wore Ugg boots, no pants, creepy old man answering.
Yeah, that skirt's a little short there, Miro.
Yeah, it's weird because it kind of reminds me like the Count Marzo character. He would basically possess the minds of children, and so like there's some little undertones going on here with just some creepy looking fellas.
Yeah, I know, right? Like a creepy old man.
Yeah, exactly. I love Kelvin Forster's comment, "Retired Santa." Um,
When I was putting this slideshow together, my husband leans over. He's like, "Why is Santa Claus on your screen?" Like, it's not.
You're like, it's not mine, it's Michael's. He did it. But yeah, that's awesome. All right, let me see if there's any other comments in here, but let's see.
This is just funny. Kimura is low hanging fruit. I'm not gonna go there, Allison, but that's hilarious.
But yeah, I think all of my selections would make good Mattel Creations figures because like this is where Mattel Creations I think should go.
Yeah.
It's like they need to make these deep cut figures, and I know that we're getting, we got a redo of Grizzlor, we got a redo of Space Sumo, which I think was the same figure just packed in a Mattel Creations box, to be honest.
Exactly the
But
same.
they need to do these types of figures, pack them with a cool accessory, and we really got to build that out. That Mattel Creations wall is what I'm looking at over here because I just throw them all up carded on my wall.
So Michael, like your picks really were like deep cut Mattel Creations exclusives, and I was trying to do my wish list for like the main line for everybody. Right
there we go. Yeah. King Panther is in the house. Pants are frowned upon in Eternia. What about Etheria? I don't know. I guess King Miro appeared in Etheria like this too, so I guess pants are frowned upon there too.
Yeah, I guess they're not required.
No, it's like the Phil Collins or Genesis album. No jacket.
Exactly. No jacket required. No pants required.
Nope. All right, who is next up on your list?
Oh, next on my list was another of the main baddies for the line is Trapjaw, and I love this version of Trapjaw. I've always loved Trapjaw with his pink laser cannon arm or whatever attachments he has, and the pink armor, shin armor, etc. Because the version that we got for Origins is obviously like the vintage figure, and it's black. His arm is black, and then he has a little bit of pink accents, but it's not the same, and it's not what we saw in the cartoon. And this was always like Trapjaw for me. And I do that again. That is my Super 7 figure. I really love how they did that, and this is an easy repaint for Mattel. Just simplify a little bit of the detail on him and give us a new face sculpt, and and relaunch him. So.
Totally. Yeah, I thought the Super 7 line really nailed this figure. The only thing that didn't really do it for me was just how large those cannon attachments and arm attachments were.
Yes.
So if they could
shorten them,
yeah, if they could shorten them just like we saw them in the Filmation series, I think that would be a perfect combination because they nailed the color, they nailed the look, and that's pretty much all they need to do.
That's all they need to do. And Michael, they gave us different attachments on Trapjaw here because I think he got the little claw. He got like the fly swatter. So he got stuff that was more specific to the cartoon rather than the typical hook and laser. And I forget what the last attachment is on the typical figure. So give us those kind of more unique attachments for his arm. And yes, definitely shorten that cannon because it's so annoying. It droops on the ground.
Yeah, I would think it would make him kind of hard to pose too because it kind of might throw him off balance. But yeah, I think they did a great job. They retained that that loop in his helmet, and of course, give us eyebrows, Mattel. Trapjaw needs them. Yeah, in both figures that they've made so far,
Yes.
Trapjaw does not have eyebrows, which is very concerning.
It is, and like you look at this face sculpt from Super 7, and the image of the cartoon, and it's exactly like he stepped out of the screen. That's what Trapjaw looks like on the cartoon, and so I absolutely love that they nailed the look of him. So let's get that same look in Origins, and I think it would be great. So totally. I'm trying to build out the whole evil warriors faction here for Skeletor.
Yeah, you are.
Yep.
But let's see, Arthur. I love this version of Trapjaw. Love his head. Yeah, I think they did the face sculpt really, really nice, and the head sculpt really, really nice. Yeah, because they kind of gave him extra plastic on that kind of silver piece, right?
They did.
So it's not just a painted piece on the helmet.
No, it is sculpted on there, and then he's got, of course, his little, eye on there for the hook. If you want to make him go down the zip line.
Yeah.
Yes, like, please no tongue hanging.
Does he even have a tongue at this point? I guess he needs a tongue to talk, so to speak. But I don't know.
Yeah, that is true, but not like what they did with the Masterverse figure.
No. That was kind of disgusting. The Masterverse figure was pretty great.
It was. At first, when I saw the first images of that, I was like, "Is that like a joke? Is that for real?" And
I know.
Lo and behold, that's what he looked like.
That's where that came from. That's right. Awesome. All right, are you ready to move on to my next pick?
Yes, let's see your pick number 4.
All right, so pick number 4, I picked Shoutout, who was a wicked sorceress from Eternia's past and dwelled on the planet's dark side. She wished to bring darkness to all of Eternia, and she possessed a powerful fear-based magic that was stronger within her temple, the House of Darkness. And she also had these really nightmarish creatures called the Darklings. And so, yeah, I think it would be really interesting if they actually did her figure to include a little Darkling, just like they did with the classics figure.
Yeah, that would be really cool. And again, I could definitely see this being a Mattel Creations exclusive, and using the Tila buck that we already have, giving her a simplified body sculpt a little bit, and this would be a really cool character for them to do.
Yes, Cora agrees, and let's see. Yes, I think I agree with Kelvin. We definitely need more females in the line too, and so this is where we could get more females in the line, is kind of doing deep cuts like this. And so I would love her exactly how she appeared in the Filmation series, and with just those like light blue colors. And definitely this would be, again, more Mattel Creations land over here. But I love these Darklings. I mean, they're really creepy looking, and would not want them coming at me.
Yeah. No, not at all.
Danny, Shoutout rules. Such a dark character. Yeah, in the series, like she had a great role in the series too. And so it's like all of these little like evil beings and creatures, they want to conquer Eternia along with Skeletor. So everybody's got their own mind, whether it's a plant-like creature, a sorcerer, or a sorceress. Not you, toy sorcerers, but
yeah.
All right.
That'd be super cool. Creepy Egyptians, like this. We need those little creepy Egyptian siblings too. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I would love to see her head sculpt. I'm kind of curious whether she would, like, I think on the Origins She-Ra character, you can take off her tiara or her crown or whatever that is. I think this would be an interesting thing to do with her, to have something kind of fold over her head like that too.
Yeah, that would be great, actually, if they could do that.
Yes.
Could both looks.
See. Shakoti of the Gar race. Yeah, it's like all of the blue people are from the Gar race, it seems like. So Skeletor, Trapjaw, things like that. Of course, Allison, yes, these boots could be reused for Adora. Yes, she is always thinking about other tooling and other reuse for these parts. So I think we need to petition to have Allison work for Mattel, because she would just totally like make the line kick ass.
Yeah, and help them like save some money too, because like figure out where all the parts can be reused and all and whatnot. That'd be great. Okay, Giraffe is just totally cracking me up. That creature looks like spaghetti in the fridge too long in my college years. How long were you leaving your spaghetti in your refrigerator, Giraffe? That's if I came across that in the back of the fridge, I'd kind of freak out.
Yes, Miss Peaches and Pickles, which is Silver K's alter ego, would definitely back that petition. And let's see. Oh, yes, Corey. Yes, Cyclone is Gar too. Not all of them are evil. Yes, you are exactly right. All right. So, yeah, so that rounds out what, 4 out of my 5. Are we rounding out to the last 2, right?
Yes, we are.
All right. So let's take a look at your next pick.
My next pick is Buzz Off. I've always loved Buzz Off. I love his little, yellow and brown striped outfit, if you want to call it that, or his torso. And the look at him, he's very fun in the cartoon. And this again is another one of my favorite Super 7 figures from this line. The thing that always bugged me about this figure was that they put Buzz Off's claws in this direction. They were never articulated, and he always had to hold his weapons sideways, which I just simply said, if Super 7, you didn't have to articulate them, but just make his claws this way, he could have at least held those weapons vertically, which always cracked me up about this figure. But I do love the way he looked. I love the more simplistic animated sculpt of him. I think the Buzz Off that we got for the Origins line is absolutely perfect. I love that figure, but getting him in a Filmation style would be really cool. So,
oh, totally would. Yeah, I think one of the other things that bugged me about the way that Super 7 did this was the shape of the eyes and also the expression on the face. He just kind of does he's really expressionless, but if you remember the Filmation series, he had a lot of expression on his face. So yeah, I think they could do a better job with that. And definitely agree with the claws. It's like, how did that pass like design?
I don't know, because it's like when they were checking it, they're like, okay, yeah, that looks right. He's holding his staff and his his axe like sideways. Like, that looks cool. Like, go ahead and into production. They just, all I had to do was turn it the other direction.
That's true.
And those you can't even rotate them, so they're just like that.
I don't know, and I don't think I forget who said this, but if it was me or you, but bugged, pun intended. No, I wasn't really thinking. So. Pride of Grayskull.
Totally.
But very happy to have Pride of Grayskull on here, because he is very deep into the Masterverse line, but we are talking about Origins. So very happy to have you on the stream, my friend.
Happy to see you, Pride of Grayskull. Oh,
Damien, let's see. Yep, always a favorite too. He and Cyclone deserve more episodes back then. Yeah, it was really interesting too. Like, a lot of the characters really didn't appear on that many episodes, right?
And they made figures of them, and you'd think, Filmation was kind of getting a list from Mattel at the time. Hey, put these into the cartoon. We're releasing figures of them, and it's like they were checking the boxes, and they just like said, okay, well, we put him in an episode, now you can get the figure out. But they really should have integrated them into some more of the show.
Yeah, I think it was hard too, because I think it was difficult too, because I think a lot of some of the characters they made a lot later in the line never appeared in the cartoon, because it only lasted a couple years. So
exactly. Yep.
Yeah. A lot of love for Buzz Off in the chat. Ooh, did we get a thumbs up from Neil Hill on this one, or is it related to something else?
Finally picked one Neil liked. Thank you. I'm glad, Neil, that you approve of this one. That's great.
Neil
so, Michael, let's see what your last pick was, because I know it was yet another really deep cut into the series.
Yes. All right. So my next deep cut is a strong arm. And,
Mhm.
funny story, Mattel lost the trademark to strong arm and they had to call him strong or in the MOTU Classics line. But strong arm
Mm.
possessed great Bruce strength. And, he had a huge mechanical extending arm and he really
Mhm.
delighted Skeletor with his intelligence and his ingenuity. But I would not get that from looking at the figure because he kind of looks like a doofus, but he's actually one of my favorite Filmation characters. So I was very happy to see him in the classics line, but I did come across a site that had a digital
Mm.
render. So if you wanted to actually 3D print
Oh,
something
cool.
like this, you can actually put them all together and have your own MOTU Origins
Wow.
figure. But I think these 3D prints too just have that 5 points of articulation. But I would love that.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
this figure looks awesome just as is.
Now you gotta get a 3D printer, Michael.
Yes. Oh, gee, no, no.
Yeah.
You already started me down the Star Wars rabbit hole, which cost me a ton of money. So I'm not going to go down the
Yeah,
3D
I know.
rabbit hole.
Okay, I
So,
didn't say Hot Toys. That you found that on your own.
That's
But I
funny.
did send you down that rabbit hole, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. Ooh, we got somebody tuning in from Germany. How are you doing, my friend? Yeah, so yeah, it's funny. He does kind of look like a multibot before he was multibot,
Mhm.
but yeah,
Yeah.
really love the colors, like the orange and the yellow, and it's one of the strangest thing too is like it kind of reminds me of like
Mm.
Mattel's version of Destro. He's got like flesh
Yeah.
colored ears peeking out. So I don't know if it's like just a helmet that comes over his head. And like, I'm not
Mhm.
sure, like, I guess he never lost his ears. And so, of course, they wanted to have his ears showing so he can actually hear things. So who knows?
It's like a punk rock version of Destro because he has those heads like spikes like a mohawk.
All right. We got a question
Yeah.
from Paul. Do y'all remember the little villain that drank his beverage while dipping his finger in his goblet while meeting with Skeletor?
Mm.
Was that Monty? I'm not sure. If anyone
I
can
have to.
answer.
Yeah, I don't remember, but it's been a little while since I like watched all of the series. I used to during the pandemic because I was so bored. I would like start on like disc one because I had it on DVD and just like watch
Nice.
them all in order. And I did that several times, but it's been a while since I sat down. I had time to do that, so I'd like to actually rewatch them and see if I find that little the little villain.
That would be awesome. Yes, I totally agree with
Mhm.
All Music fan. I think he's an awesome character and would definitely be a possibility. I mean, there's not really too much going on aside from, making a new head sculpt, new armor, and that wonderful arm. So who goes
Yeah.
giraffe? Who goes over the top and wins? Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. Fisto versus Strong Arm. Who would win?
Yeah, yeah. We need Fisto's like not having it. I'm gonna
Ah,
win.
I'm trying to think. I guess like I would a robotic arm beat a human? Who knows? Maybe we'll have to have that
I think
match.
so,
Yeah. We'll
right?
have to have that match live on Toy Habits one time.
Yes,
Like you can just grab a
we
Fisto and
would.
a strong arm and they can duel.
Exactly.
Oh,
There you go.
Allison, come on. I don't need a 3D printer, please. Like don't even go there.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So Neil, dang, it's a deep cut character that he's not familiar with. Yeah, I mean, he didn't appear in the Filmation series very much, but when he did, it's like making
Mhm.
those Star Wars characters that appear in one of the movies
Like
that appears in like
half
a
a second.
second or 3 seconds.
You see like a little like piece of them like popping in the screen, and
Yeah,
now all of a sudden
exactly.
he's a figure.
Damien, yes, Montag. It was all right. I'll have to look that one up in my character
Yeah.
companion. Um, Spencer is still looking for Duplico like everybody else. So,
No. Exactly.
but yes, Neil, that strong
Um,
arm is all about that 80s punk life. I think, yeah, that'd be an interesting cosplay to do for strong
mhm,
arm. Be neat.
for
Uh,
sure.
All Music fan, Fisto should have been in that episode. That strong arm was. Yeah, I mean, why didn't they think
I
of things
know.
like that? Like they could have like just went into an attorney and tavern and just had a really cool arm wrestling
I
match.
know. How cool was that? Having them both like arm wrestle. They
Jay,
really should
Fisto's
have had
beard. Totally.
Fisto and
Fisto's beard obviously puts him over the top. Yes.
yeah.
Awesome. Oh, geez, Giraffe. Really appreciate the $2 super chat to start the
you.
journey towards the 3D printer. All right. It'll go in my 3D printing fund, Giraffe. So really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, Giraffe.
Yeah, Strong Arm is definitely cool, Christian, and I definitely hope he comes to the line. Let's see. Oh, Allison. All right, Strong Arm could get away with King Hiss's waist, the pointy Keldor and Mini Comics Triclops boot, and upper arm from Snake Armor He-Man. See, this is why we love Allison, because she can actually make these figures come to life. But yeah, I don't know if other folks have, if you could pick one figure that you would love to see from the Filmation cartoon in the line, drop them in the chat. But yeah, if you wanted to get, see more pictures and, kind of get deeper in some of the characters, we actually posted this Filmation 2024 wish list on our website. So you can go get some deep cuts or some familiar characters, and you can kind of geek out on some of the picks that we have here. So yeah, this was fun, and we could probably do this again there's so many characters. Like I was flipping through the character compendium, and I was like, there's so many characters they can make in the Filmation.
That's how you got all those deep cuts. Like I had such a busy work week, but I thought of those characters just because they were like my favorites. It's the one I love watching in the episodes, and I love the figure design on them. So I just kind of went with classic ones, but
no, that's totally fine.
All right, I have like all of the Club Grayskull ones next to me, so those are definitely because we needed.
Yes, All Music fan. There are so many characters. All right, we got some coming in, and all right, we got Multi-Bot and Anghast. Okay, I have to look that one up, Damien, but I definitely know who Multi-Bot is. Really cool character, and would love to see him in either in the Filmation line or in just the regular Origins line. I think would be neat. We got LSMF with Shadow Weaver as Origins. I would love a Shadow Weaver. We definitely need Hordec's right-hand woman. So that'd be awesome.
Bring in some more pop characters.
Totally. Chuckles the Clown. I don't know if he's an actual character. I don't. Where's he from?
Oh, Chuckles is not from a cartoon. He is actually from the Mary Tyler Moore Show. He was one of the characters that had a TV show a few floors down from the newsroom that Mary worked at with all her friends. And you probably are amazed that I do know that, though. And in one of the episodes, he passed away, and then they all went to his funeral. Mary started cracking up like crazy. It's kind of a classic on the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
I think I'd want Homie the Clown, if anything else from In Living Color.
Yes.
But that's the only clown that I would want. All right. Baron would want Aramesh. Ooh, a really interesting choice. Mask, Lord Mask, and Chakotay are a must. Yes, they are. Dave, Faker 1.0 and 1.5. Interesting. We have Arthur with Where is Queen Marlena? Yeah, we definitely need her. We need the Horde guys that were never made into toys. Yes, we do. Cora definitely wants Queen Marlena. Oh, interesting. Neil wants a Filmation style Rio Blast. So he appeared in the comics, but not in the cartoon, if I am remembering correctly. So that would be an interesting thing to do, Neil.
Yeah.
What's up, guy? Hello. All right. Who else do we have here? Oh, this is interesting. So somebody has a 6-year-old daughter who loves MOTU. That's awesome. Get them hooked while they're early, and life will be fun. So yeah, she really wants a Queen Marlena. Oh my gosh, hello. She wants to say hi to the show. Well, hello. Very nice to meet you. So
Nice to
glad
meet you
you enjoy the
too.
show, and so glad you enjoy MOTU, because we love MOTU, and so does
Mhm.
everybody on this stream. So very
Yes.
nice to meet you, and very happy that you enjoy the show and you watch it. Very precious. Oh.
My little nephew actually binge watches episodes of He-Man and She-Ra like all the time on his iPad. He
That's
knows.
awesome.
It's funny because I was trying to think of a character or a name of. Oh, it was the name of Merman's staff. I was trying to remember what it was, and I talked to my sister and I said, "Oh, ask your son. You know, what was the name of this?" Because I'm like, I'm sure he'll know because he's been binge watching the heck out of the cartoon lately. So,
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
he's just a little one.
Oh, very cute.
Yep.
Galactic Transit Lounge, Eternia 2 wants dragons. Dragons would be awesome.
Mhm.
Like Granomir would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Would be
Yeah,
awesome.
that would be really cool.
Arthur wants a blue dinosaur that flew on the dragon. I don't remember its name in English, but in Brazil it was called Garas Aducas. All right. Maybe Canaldo Source Mineros can translate that for us when we're on there.
Exactly.
Speaking Moistly wants General Tartanan or Tart. I can't even pronounce. Can you help me with this one? Sorry.
Taran, I guess. Tartaran.
There we go.
He sounds
All
like
right.
a Star Wars character rather than a MOTU character.
Totally. We have Lady. Wow, there's a lot of deep cuts going on here. Lady
Mhm.
Valtira and Lord Tyron, all music fan. Kathos, Drael, Fright Zone. That'd be interesting
Oh,
to
yeah,
get
that'd be cool.
a little pal for Orko, right?
Yeah, and then his uncle as well, right? Little 2-pack. That'd be cool.
Allison Crackers the Clown was from MOTU Filmation. All right. Now we get some.
But it was Chuckles that he was
Yeah.
referring
Yeah. Yeah.
to. Chuckles
Yeah.
the Clown, which was from Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah. How the heck? I don't think I even watched the Mary Tyler Moore show.
Oh, I watched the heck out of that. I used to watch like Nick at Night all the time. So one of my favorite TV shows.
Neil would like Chef
Chef Allen.
Allen. Totally. That'd be a cool one. And all right, let me see
Mhm.
if we got. Yes, homie, don't play that for my homie the clown reference. Allison wants Queen Belina, which makes sense. Allison, yeah, Allison just started the channel Retro Toy Princess. If nobody knows out there, head over to her channel and sub. Really great person, really deep into the MOTU lore and history. So it's always great to be chatting with
Mhm.
Allison, because you never know what she's going to find or what other character she might come up with for the line. Palace
Yeah.
Guard. All right. Dragoon for Damien. Yeah, there's a lot of great characters here. But yeah, I think we could probably go on this list forever. But there was some really cool things that happened just in the last
Mhm.
week. Just wanted to bring up some of the news stuff
Yeah.
of the day, as well as we're
Mhm.
rounding off this Filmation 2024 wish list. Very fun to have this discussion with everyone is here. But really cool. So Vex Doppel, who is a friend of the channel, who is also on Instagram, he got some
Oh, nice.
Ram Man shipped to him by the Big Bad Toy Store, and I
Mhm.
think a lot of people who ordered him from there
Mhm.
are getting him. And so we have some
Yep.
really cool in-hand pics that um, that he took, but just kind of remembering what this new Eternia line was all about. This is the sketches of Ram Man from Mark Taylor from the Battle Ram blog, which is amazing. We had the Battle Ram blog on the show. That was a really fun
Mhm.
show,
Oh, that was a fun show.
but
I
yeah,
got
I
my
mean,
Ram coming this week. Late this week.
oh, that's
So,
awesome. Very
yeah.
cool.
And
But yeah, I
Apple
think.
too.
Yes, Ram Man looks amazing, and love the pics that he took here. I think he used portrait mode, and it really makes all the details stand out. So there's Ram Man with his alternate head sculpt with
Aw.
those like really dark shades. Really, really cool.
he got the Ram Man special edition Ray-Bans there.
Yes. Totally. But yeah, a lot of cool. Yeah, he actually posted a video on YouTube too, and you can actually see him playing with, like, Ram Man has like these like jelly pants that you can just like stretch. And so
Oh,
I think
wow.
people were worried that some of the like elasticity would like
Mhm.
I guess degrade over time and cause holes. And so, maybe
Mm.
maybe they fixed that, but yeah, I think Ram Man looks really awesome. I really can't wait to get him. Of course, I did not order him from Big Bad Toy Store, so who knows when mine is going to come.
I always, and I know you suffer from this, but I always order multiple places so that whatever the first one is, I get it faster, but then I suffer because I have to do a lot of reviews too. And then I forget where I pre-order, and sometimes once in a while I'll be stuck with like extra figures coming and I can't stop them. But
Right.
I know, Michael, you stopped doing that after you got like 3 waves of the same thing of classified figures. So I don't
Yeah,
blame you after that.
that was an expensive mistake. So yeah,
Yeah.
not going to do that again. I'm like, I'm fine to wait as long as I just don't have that mistake again. So
Yeah. I'm
Cora
quite
is really
impatient.
looking forward to Ram Man as well. Oh yeah, a lot of people getting their shipments from Big Bad Toy Store with Clawful
Mhm.
and Ram Man. So this is my favorite picture that he did.
I
Like
love that picture.
he's like, it's
My
like
God, look at poor Stinkor.
I know he's running
Fight
through
for it.
Stinkor, which is awesome.
He's just like he lost it. He's up in the air. Look at it. It looks like, if you wanted to like draw little like bulging eyes, they'd be like cartoon eyes out of him.
That would be
Poor Stinkor.
awesome. But
Yeah.
Vex Doppel, he also has a YouTube channel called Sorted Toys, and so you can actually his YouTube video
Mhm.
is linked in the article. If you want to go directly to it, just head over to the website and check it out, and you can
Yeah.
kind of see him playing with those gummy pants.
Oh,
It
that's
was,
cool.
I don't know if he was like really obsessed with them. It's kind of funny.
That's really cool. I like that they did that. And by the way, the stand that he's using there, just a big shout out to Ramen Toy. Those are the most powerful stands in the universe. They are pretty
Yes.
cool if you want to get any of those to display your MOTU figures on. I know that they come in like red, purple, and green. So kind of like the Red Rock Burst, and then obviously purple for the Eager Warriors, or green to match your Castle Grayskull, and they interconnect, so you can actually like kind of connect them together on your shelf, which is really cool. I would love to get some of those. It's just they take up a lot of real estate, and I don't have the room. But they do look
Yeah,
great. Yeah,
they
they're
are
adorable.
linked in this article too. Yeah, so if you
Mhm,
want, head over to Ramen Toys and order your
mhm.
set. It looks like the red ones are just up at the moment, but I actually like the red
Yeah,
ones the
but
best.
those are great. But Michael, you can also get them on BBTS, on Big Bad Toy
Oh,
Store.
right.
They have all 3 colors. Yeah, so
Yes,
they're
thank you.
available. And the cool thing is, you can see that in the photo there. You can take your card back and slide it into the back of it if you want that to display, the name of your figure.
All
And then when
right.
you turn it around, you can see the card back art, which is cool.
Yes. Very cool stuff that Ramen is cooking up. But yeah,
Mhm.
really, really great pictures. Vex, thank you so much for sending us these pictures and also posting them on your Instagram page. So, all right, couple other things. We had a reveal of the Series 6 WWE Superstars figures that use the same buck as the Origins figures. So it's funny when
Mhm.
they released Hulk Hogan and Roddy Piper back at, Jesus, it was way back in like Walmart Collector Con in March.
Yeah.
So it was a while ago, but we were like, okay, who
Mhm.
the heck is going to be paired with these two legends? And it is Bam
Yeah.
Bam Bigelow and Mr.
No
Perfect.
way.
So WWE.com released these over the weekend, but our fine skills at tracking down these Walmart pages paid off, because we have also the product pages and listings for Bam Bam Bigelow and Mr. Perfect. Of course, they are not in stock yet, but um,
Yeah.
just check back and
They have
see
to,
when.
yeah, they're trying to get their money's worth on those chunky body styles. So
Yeah, totally.
gotta release some more. You
Yeah.
love those chunky bodies.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
Extendar, I feel your pain. Like I had the
Mhm.
entire Wave 5 canceled by
Mhm.
Walmart. That was a gloomy day. Like a lot of people had those canceled, and I really don't understand why they keep doing this. So, but
I don't either. And then I had to pay aftermarket prices and
yes, but
but
yeah,
Michael, you're nice enough to get those ordered for me.
yeah. Got to look out for each other because these things go
Oh, yeah,
fast. All
fast.
right.
They do.
Let's see anything. All right. Yeah. So they did have an out of package shot of Mr. Perfect. Actually, Mr. Perfect was a great heel in the WWE.
Mhm.
So love this
Yeah.
one. Comes with a
So
nice
just
regular intercontinental belt too.
oh, I know that I bet people will buy extras just for his belt, just to use it
Yeah. So
for the other stores.
Mr. Sacco actually should have came with Mick Foley or Mankind. I think that would have been a fantastic pack in. Just referencing
Yeah,
that from the Attitude Era. I think that'd be awesome. But
yeah,
yeah, we definitely need
yeah.
Mr. Wonderful too.
Mhm. And
Um,
Giraffe makes a really good point that the paint is the line is great and it's a pain to collect because Walmart tends to cancel orders or they make it really hard to buy. And I'm wondering, there's a lot of other lines that were exclusive to certain stores and eventually the exclusivity wore out. But with this WWE Superstar line, I have not seen it for sale anywhere else. They've been out for quite a while now, and I don't. And you start to wonder how long of an exclusive contract do they have so that other retailers can start carrying them,
yeah,
you know?
it seems like
And
it seems like that exclusivity is sticking because like the first I forget when the
mhm,
first wave came out, like they're not
and like
anywhere else but Walmart.
no,
What's up,
they're not.
Pop Actor? Hey, you Hulkamaniacs! But Mr. Perfect looks great. Also, Bam Bam
Mhm,
Bigelow looks awesome. So I think funny thing here is I think 3 out of these 4 are not alive anymore. So when you are a wrestler
oh,
in the
wow.
WWE, it definitely takes a toll on you. So, but really cool that
Mhm,
we're getting these particular figures. Yeah,
yeah.
let's see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they did an
Alex
awesome
was
job.
saying too. Yeah, they're barely at Walmart too. Yeah, it's hard to pin these down anywhere. So
They still have the Ultimate Warrior phase, the wave just like clogging the shelves.
yeah,
I forget
which
what
I
wave
didn't
number
think
that was.
because like Warrior and Undertaker
Yeah,
were really popular characters.
hard to find. Yeah, I know. And now he's just kind of sitting there.
Yes. Yes. All right. The last thing that we'll cover off on is so Chaz the Guru and GI the artist Shark, GI Shark from Instagram and also his YouTube channel, pinning down the release dates for Dusty and the Python Patrol um, uh, Crimson Guard, who is not Crimson at all, but it looks like we have a June 1st release date for these, and really interesting, like
Mhm. Wow.
unannounced, unreleased. like, like what the hell's going
That's
on?
in 2 days. That's
Yeah,
incredible. 3 days? Sorry, Tuesday.
I I know.
No,
I would expect
Wednesday.
these actually to be showing up right now too.
Yeah, that's awesome. And as a matter of fact, rock and roll from the latest wave already hit my pile of loot.
Oh, dang, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. But
That is
now and
very
of course he hit the loot right after I sent everything to ship the day before. I had all these things piling up on my BBTS pile of loot. I waited, I shipped them all out, and the very next day, rock and roll like popped up in there, and now I'm
Oh, I hate that.
waiting. Yep.
uh,
But that's really cool that they're gonna hit Target, June 1st.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, to find these. Yeah, I really like the way that they did
Mhm.
the Crimson Guard and Dusty for this one. I'm a
Yeah,
fan of the Tiger Force and Python Patrol.
me
Todd, I
too.
have no idea what happened to the retro O-rings, and hopefully they will give us more. Like they kind of teased us with the release of the Sky Striker, calling it the relaunch of the O-ring, and it is on a video, and so I'm not
Mhm.
making this up. But it seems like the
Yeah.
only way that we're getting O-rings right now is with those Transformers crossover figures, which is really expensive. I actually end up just selling the Transformer and just keeping the GI Joe figure.
Yeah. Yeah. I was debating doing that myself, but We do definitely need new O-rings. And I did notice though, I wanted to mention that I think Hasbro's been getting better at getting their figures out to retail, because I have been seeing the latest waves of what is it? The Crimson Guard and did I drop off? Oh, I'm
Nope.
here. What's his face? That Falcon. I've seen Cover Girl, that whole wave like showing up on shelves at Target. So and like quite a bit, not at just like one Target, but like multiple ones. So I think that Hasbro is learning their lesson, that we waited like over a year for our Outback, and Tiger Force wave that took forever, and the Python Patrol Viper, that they're doing a much better job now getting the figures out. And we're getting already in hand images of Shipwreck and Rock and Roll and Copperhead and Torpedo. So that wave's coming really soon, because Rock and Roll already hit it. So that's already arrived on our shores. So I think they're doing a much better job, or they're not revealing the figures as far out as they used to. And I think I cut out for a second, but anyway, I'm just
I have no idea
that
what is playing on my
doing
computer. So
is that just you? Can you hear me?
I have no idea.
Hello?
All right, I think we're good. Yes, yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, good. I'm just saying I've noticed that they're doing a better job at getting the figures out faster.
Yes.
Which maybe seems to show like whatever that clog was during the pandemic and whatnot is kind of making its way clear, and now we're going to be getting things much faster than before.
Yes, I hope so, because yeah, it is kind of a pain. And even at the cruddy Targets that I have, they're stocking the latest waves of G.I. Joe Classified series figures. So
yeah, exactly. So that is very heartening to see that they're getting that.
Okay, I'm glad it's not just us. YouTube's been lagging out all day. Okay, that's good.
Okay. Yeah, because that's why we were a couple minutes late logging in. I was my thing was just spinning, trying to get on.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, awesome. All right. Anything else to cover off on Toy Sorceress before we wind down?
No, I think we did a couple of reviews this week. We had some pretty cool Silverhawks reviews. I did get, I know this is a topic of conversation, but I did get Quicksilver in hand. Nice. There's a review up on the site. I actually was very pleased with how he came out and his paint job. I know he's not VAC metal, but they did a fantastic job of recreating how he looks in the cartoon series. I was very happy with him. And then I had to go and get myself my very first vintage version. So shiny VAC metal version of him.
So cute.
Love that. Over, so down another rabbit hole.
You can show him off again.
Okay, well, this is the vintage one. He does have a little scratch on his nose, but besides that, he's gorgeous.
Oh.
And then everyone, you get to let's enjoy his little.
Oh,
I gotta see that.
Very cool.
Super cool. I've got another one coming on the way. I scored a bluegrass on eBay the other day, and then this is a Quicksilver. If you guys are interested, and he has like a kind of pearlescent finish to him. His face sculpt actually turned out really nice. I know people were kind of concerned about that as well, but he's kind of has like this nice pearlescent finish, and the wings that with swappable arms, so you can get the wings in there. And I don't know, I think he turned out great. I really like them. This is my third Silverhawk that I've gotten, and I'm really happy with the line. And now I'm kind of all in. I got to get a couple more. Now I need some baddies, which I don't have yet. So
yeah, the bad guys. The bad guys look awesome. Yeah. They're very cool.
I know. I know.
Any Thundercats? No, I haven't gotten any Thundercats, but they did. Super 7 did release that pre-order for that glow in the dark Chitara. So I don't know if you're going to be getting that one as well. I'm bored. I mean, the glow in the dark is cool, so I'm like, I might. It's a lot easier than the color changing to get that one to happen. So like the color changing.
That is so true. And Michael, Super does an excellent job at their glow in the dark figures. Like
Yes.
they really glow very well. I have a couple like reaction figures and whatnot that work wonderfully.
Yes. J Max says, "Dang, congrats! That vintage vac metal looks clean."
He is. He's gorgeous, and I don't really want to paint his nose, but sometimes I
Oh,
think about
don't.
like maybe just kind of like touching that little spot up on there because it looks
Oh, I
silly. But
see.
I
Oh,
mean, even the the little tampo on his chest like symbol looks great. And his wings
that's awesome.
are all together. He's just in beautiful condition. Starting out, I guess my vintage quick Silverhawks, and then of course I do have Tallyhawk that came with them.
Tally
A little vintage version of Tallyhawk.
Yeah, what I love about the figures that you buy is like you're actually really picky about the stuff that you get, and so like everything is in like amazing condition that the Toy Sorceress gets. So.
Yeah, I always try when I get a vintage figure to do my research, to be patient, to find one that is in the best condition and for a reasonable price, right? I'm not going to go totally overboard. And this one I actually got really lucky with, Michael, because I think I had been like watching it on eBay, and then I got an offer sent to me by the seller, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's incredible!" So
that's a great tactic.
Oh
if
wow,
you're not happy with a price, if you're not happy with a price, just add it to your watch list because like 9 times out of 10, the seller will send you an offer, which is cool.
That's exactly what I did, and they sure did. And McFly Toys, oh my god, you are so generous. Thank you for the $20 super chat. McFly Toys says, "Hey guys, if Duplico is a Walmart exclusive, how is Walmart store able to get him seemingly directly from Mattel to sell at his shop? Doesn't that put Mattel in a breach of contract with Walmart if he is their exclusive?" I'll let you field that one, Michael.
You know what? I have no clue how Palmart gets his stuff. And so, yeah, I'm thankful that he does because he gets some really rare figures that are very hard to find. And so you got to keep on your toes with Palmart, either going in there in person at Frankensons or just being Johnny or Jeanette on the spot when these figures come up for sale on his website.
Yeah, I mean, and Paul does an excellent job. I just got the Ryu Street Fighter figure, and he sent it. I bought it like 2 days ago, and I got it yesterday. So he mailed that out right away. Yeah. Awesome. I like Paul. He's a great guy. And even sometimes if I see a figure might be coming in soon, but Paul has it, I'll spend the extra dollars. I know he's a small shop, a small retailer, and I like to support him. And help give him the business. So sometimes I just buy stuff from him just to help out.
Yeah,
he does,
and that actually
his service.
Yeah, his Masterverse prices are actually not that bad when they're coming in at $29.99 with free shipping. And so I think that's good. Yeah. So let's see. Oh, Allison says Duplico is only a Walmart exclusive in the US. If he were to buy from outside of the US, it doesn't apply in the same way. Great comment, Allison. Yeah, I don't really keep up on the ins and outs of where things are manufactured and who can buy from who, but I'm just happy when it shows up in his store. So.
Exactly. Yeah. And Paul does have the US carded versions because I did buy 2. I was able to snag another one. He's actually in a nice mock clamshell.
Yeah, and
but he did raise the price on them.
You snagged one for me too from Palmart, so I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I set that as a little thank you because Michael works so hard and he does such an incredible job. I wanted to just give you a little thank you to say what a wonderful partner you are and that you keep this place humming and you just do incredible work. So
thanks. Well, you do as well, Toy Sorceress. So yeah, I think we're a perfect pair.
Yes.
Awesome.
And
all right. So
before we end, I was just gonna say I wanted to share I'm wearing my my personalized Toy Sorceress t-shirt just to another shout out to I got my name on it right here.
Oh, that's awesome. So cool.
From our merch shop, I actually created a personalized shirt. So we got to come up with one for you, Michael. A personalized shirt.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like where it would be like. Yeah, you did make me a special shirt. I did want to wear my United States of America shirt just for this weekend because it is Memorial Day, but I will be wearing it on the next
share with the team, with the crew what custom design I did for you.
Yeah, so she made a custom Masterverse Manny Faces versus Too Bad, because I think those are two of my favorite figures. So I'll definitely show that one off in a future live stream. So
Exactly.
awesome. Which brings us to, where the heck are we going to be next weekend? So I think we are actually going to take the weekend off this coming weekend, because I have a son, if you can believe it, that is graduating high school. So we have a lot of family coming in this weekend. So this coming weekend. And so, we're definitely,
Congratulations. That is
thank
so
you.
exciting, Michael. I am so
Yeah.
proud and so happy for you. I know
It
it's
seems like
a
time
long.
really, really flew by, and yeah, so he's going to University of Reno, so it's actually not too far of a drive, but yeah. So, but first we got to make it through high school graduation. So, we're basically going to be
Fantastic.
having graduation festivities all weekend, which does not leave me
Mhm.
free to do a live stream. So the Toy Sorceress and I are going to take this coming weekend off, and so we will resume the
Yeah.
following
I
week.
mean, I think we both need to recharge our batteries, and we've had I don't know about you personally, but my work week was incredibly insane and working on, a secondary extra project as well at night and the website. And so I think, recharging our batteries is going to be good. But you guys can always catch one of our cool replays next weekend. Is pick your favorite video and stream it on YouTube. Make sure to watch that, or go onto our website. I'm sure we'll have some wonderful stories next week. And then yeah, you'll catch us on the other side.
Yes.
So
Toy Sorcerers, do you have a collection video? Would love to see the full collection. It's
yeah.
funny. So do
Mhm.
people like tours of rooms and like collections and things? Like I'm always I don't know.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that too. Yeah, I always thought about doing one. Not that my toy room is set up beautifully. It's just, kind of standard shelving or whatever. But I always dreamed of the day where I could have a little bit bigger space and really show off my toy collection and the proper light that it should be.
Yes. Yeah, and that purple heart with the eyes you're referring to is a Majora's Mask statue. And so it does actually, the eyes light up. It's really cool. Majora's Mask is one of my favorite Legend of Zelda games. I am a huge Legend of Zelda fanatic, so happy that Tears of the Kingdom has come out. So yeah, I have to split my time among the day job, this, and also playing the new Legend of Zelda game. So,
Oh, how
oh,
cool.
thank you,
And
Joe.
I do have this incredible pickup that I did a couple of weeks ago, still sitting on my floor. I guess I can share this small thing for my toy collection, but I don't know if you guys can see
Oh, she's
my McDonald
so
land.
cute.
It's still sitting on the floor next to
And
me.
cute.
I'm literally like almost on top of it. But poor Officer Big Mac has had a long night, so he's taking a rest there. But I love the set, and I don't have anywhere proper to display it yet. I'm trying to work on making some more space, but just stuff like that I absolutely love. And this is something I've wanted since I was like a little kid. So I was just over the moon that I was able to pick this thing up and just have so much fun. And it still runs. I know if you guys haven't seen the fun video on my Instagram page, watch it. But the train does work. It's just got a little
Oh, so cute.
twist thing in it, and it cranks and winds around.
Very cute. That's yes. It's funny. Like in the Discord, I think people were gonna tell me that I was MIA for the stream because I was playing Tears of the Kingdom. Right. Congrats, Michaels, on your Steam achievement. Want to watch some? Yeah, this is how it's going to be. Like, there's going to be so many drops this coming weekend because we won't be streaming this week, I'm sure. So this is our gift
Oh
to
yeah.
you. There's going to be huge MOTU drops the weekend that we're not streaming. So there. Thank you. You're welcome.
Exactly. And if there's something burning during the week, we'll always see if we have time to jump on or whatever. But thank you for all the love on the McDonald Land figures. This is just
So awesome. Yeah,
it was
got the
actually.
awesomest stuff.
I know, and you know what? I want to thank the crew for that, because we were talking about t-shirt ideas, And I don't know what, somebody mentioned something, and I had some of the kind of re-release McDonald Land figures, so I made a T-shirt of it, and I shared it with the team, the crew, on our Discord, and then someone started just throwing up McDonald Land pictures, and it reminded me of this playset that I've always wanted, and I happened to go on eBay at that moment and find this like perfect, complete, boxed one. The box was kind of beat up, but it was like my timing of thanking. I want to thank the crew for bringing it up, because it's like this thing was waiting for me. So thank you guys.
Yeah, and Bash Studios, you're not far off. If Mattel does some drops that are super juicy, we might have some surprise live streams. Who knows? Maybe we'll just make up for it.
Exactly.
Taking a week off or taking a weekend off. But
yeah,
awesome. Well, thank you so much. Love this discussion about the Filmation 2024 wish list. That was very fun. Loved having this whole discussion that we can share with our community. And yeah, just wanted to wish everyone a wonderful and safe Memorial Day. Hopefully folks have the day off tomorrow and can recharge. That's definitely what I'm going to be doing. So I'm not going to be building a weight machine anymore because it's done. Do you have any plans for tomorrow?
I'm just going to go get my hair done because I've been overdue.
That's all good. Take the time for yourself.
The hat's been quite helpful.
Yeah, I love these.
I know the hats are super comfortable, and so are the t-shirts. They're like, I can't even it was a blessing finding these, but they're so soft and like comfortable and kind of like stretchy, and like they're my favorite shirts. Not just because of the design on them, but the shirts are actually really comfortable.
Yes. And hello, Masterversal Toy Hunter. Yes, you are a bit late, but you can always watch it on replay, and we can always chat over Instagram. So you're never too late.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Never too late, because there's always a rewind.
Yes. Cheers, Damien.
Yeah, it's
and cheers. So yeah, really.
It's great to be back together.
I know it is. Yeah, this past couple of weeks has been weird, so it's all good. I think the summertime is also weird. So, we have family commitments, vacations, things like that. So, just bear with us through the summer, and once the summer is over, I think we'll get back to our regular cadence,
normal schedule. Exactly. But it's we're real people just like you guys, and life happens, and so we want to make sure to check in with the community, be able to talk with you guys. Sometimes we have family commitments and things we have to do, but we're always here to talk about all the fun toy news and hang out with everybody, because we love spending time with you all.
Yeah, and I don't have anything to do, and I might maybe do what Neil does and just maybe bleach my armpit hair. So that sounds fun. So, anyway.
Is that a thing guys do? I never heard
of
it.
It's not, but who knows?
Well, Neil, you just started a new tradition, I guess.
There you go. The Memorial Day armpit bleaching session.
Exactly.
All right. Sounds good. So, go for it.
Well, I was just going to thank everybody for joining us today. Happy Memorial Day. Everyone try and take the day off, recharge your batteries. Thank you for all of those veterans who have served. Thanks to everyone who is serving to keep the country safe. This has been a really fun episode. And Michael, thank you for all your hard work. You've been cranking out all sorts of articles this weekend. Just thank you for all you're doing.
You're very welcome.
Quite a busy weekend.
We are here for each other, and that's what it's all about. And hopefully everybody is here for each other and good to each other. So we will see you in the next couple weeks if we don't see us pop in on a surprise live stream in between. So, but great to be back with the Toy Sorceress again.
Great to be back with you, Michael, and thanks everybody. Big shout out to the Toy Habits crew and everybody watching. Have a happy Sunday, and relax and have some good barbecue tomorrow.
Yes. All right. Have a good night, y'all. Have a great rest of your weekend.